Yes, people. Welcome back to another edition of Agenda FC on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Think No. I'm joined by one of my fellow co-hosts in the building, man like Peter, aka Petros. Lewis is not here, but large up to Lewis. He will be back next week. But Peter, what are you telling me first and foremost? Are you good? What are you telling me? Outside of football, I only know Chelsea prop.
World European champion, 1 foot in the last day of this season's Champions League, so I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oh my gosh, Jesus. So yeah, people. We was originally gonna do before I even describe. I'll get to everything before that. Surfer, how are you doing? This guy just knocked me off with his Chelsea prop and that. You know what I'm saying? I can't be asked.
We're all good, man. We're all good. Anyone wants to know, Hold That Ink, that's my company on GTA. I'm just obsessed with that game at the moment. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, full disclosure, guys, we're late because Surfer was playing Grand Theft Auto.
Sorry.
You literally. Yes, that's why we are late.
I thought he had real life things to do considering he's a full-fledged adult.
I had to deliver one of the cars.
But
600K.
when we say
Wait, how much did you make?
600K. 600K.
Yeah, I need to get into that.
He's getting bans. We're in a pandemic. He's in a pandemic. Let's go. But like I told you, we're late for a multitude of reasons. Apparently, Grand Theft Auto's on the list now, so you can be mad, but take that shit somewhere else. We're here. Let's do this.
Hey, this Flawless. I did a stream on Twitch the other day, and he went, "I'm only going to be on here an hour, people. 3.5 hours." That video was. He said, "You're only going to be on here for an hour." It's 3.5 hours. When you're addicted to a game, that you don't notice the time.
Facts.
Honestly.
Facts.
But, you know,
110%.
We'll do more of those streams, you know. We'll do more.
Yeah, you'll get more Twitch streams in regards to Pro Clubs, FIFA, and GTA as well. But yeah, that's why we are late, people, because Surfer was playing GTA. But here we are. And for those that haven't seen Agenda FC before, it's a show where myself, whether it's Peter, special guests like Surfer, or anybody else who is on the panel, gets something they feel strongly off their chest about. So we give the floor to them. We let them state their opinion on something and give all the reasons to back it up as to why. I'll mediate, obviously play devil's advocate, whether I agree with them or not. And Peter will do the same in regards to give his opinion, whether he thinks it's true or not. And then people in the chat can obviously back it up as well. So initially, what we was going to do was Sergio Aguero's legacy, Premier League legacy, is better than Thierry Henry's. But because Surfer was late, Peter came up with a contingency plan, and that's why we now have abolishing the away goals rule. It was a terrible idea, and I think we're all in agreement on that, and we're going to delve into that. So yeah, and just for those, while me and Peter was here talking before the show, I decided to use the Spurs picture of their away goal against Ajax because I'm tired of Chelsea prop, and he wanted to use the Ramirez goal or what was the other goal? Who was the other goal? Wayne Bridge at Highbury, and I was like, I'm just tired of this. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I suggested the Iniesta goal at a Bridge, and then man didn't want it. I'm tired.
Okay, my original suggestion was just to put up a picture of Chelsea lifting the European Cup because we're current holders and world champions, by the way. So I thought that'd be appropriate. This man wanted to flash back to 2009 just to be petty and vindictive, which is fine. But that's like 13 years ago. So it's like, why don't we just do the Ramirez picture? Because that was an actual away goal that led to us, winning the competition.
Yeah.
And then we somehow settled on Lucas Moura.
Yeah, because that was an iconic away goal. And I think that's the most recent one.
By we, I mean Flawless. Surfer and I had no input here.
Yeah, they had no input because I was tired of this Chelsea prop.
He ignored them. He said one was cool. I'm still not using it.
One was fire. The Ramirez one is fire. Like from the angle, it didn't dig in the keeper.
Picture.
Absolutely. It is a bad picture, facts. But I think the Iniesta is better than both of them. So here we are.
I was trying to think of
the yellow shirt.
I was trying to think of the goal against United in a way for the last few
years. Robin. Yeah, the Robin one popped up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still not over that. The Robin one popped up.
Kaká's second one at OT.
Was that an away? Was it an away goal? I think they knocked us out.
They clapped you guys up. The second one was cool though.
Yeah, so the whole point of like the away goals of what we're going to discuss is where that's the away goal that's decided the tie, not just an away goal.
I know. I'm just gonna put the Kaká picture up there just to be vindictive and mean.
Yeah, seriously. Look at this guy.
We could have put the one where Nani gets sent off in Fergie's last European.
Oh, when Nani kicked the dude in the sternum and tried to say.
And Ronaldo scored the dagger in the heart goal.
Oh, we could do that, yeah.
You not finished, yeah? Are you finished or are you done?
Hey, look at this guy. Look at that. He's stressed. Huh? He's stressed. Yeah. I understand. Anyways, quick round of applause to everybody who's basically in the Champions League quarterfinals. And then a moment of silence for Manchester United because they're probably going to let the country down, but it's cool.
Do we look like we Bayako Saka? Is that what he's calling us? Huh?
Yeah, you're Bukayo Saka from the PK spot, bro.
Actually, would you be Marcus Rashford?
Well, Saka missed the decisive one in it, but yeah, you could say Rashford.
Yeah. Hey, Rashford and Sancho missed the two before, but
hey, was Sancho our player at that point, or was he still at Dortmund?
He was. I swear he was.
Yeah,
I
can't remember. I know he hadn't played for us yet.
Anyways, all of the country down. So unity. Let's go.
And I'm only clowning around people. You know what I'm saying? I blame Southgate for that, but that's a whole other conversation.
It is what it is.
Right. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because you'll know it's a early evening show, so I'll wait for later streams.
Wait for the Q&A on GTA where it can get real.
I'll wait for Twitch. I think I'll wait for Twitch.
So yeah, people, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Everyone landing, smash the like button. Make sure you do that. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. You can go to my Twitter and Instagram, share it from there, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV, road to 4K. So make sure you do that. Hit the notification bell as well. So make sure you do that. But here we are talking about abolishing the away goals rule and how it is a terrible idea. And I think I've seen anybody opposed to this. I never seen anybody complain. One thing in the footballing world is we like to complain and disagree with each other. This is one of those things I think everybody was like had unity on. I've never seen when the away goals rule was there, people saying we need to get rid of it. Never. I've never had that conversation. Probably Ryan's going to pop up.
Only one fan base. Only one fan base. And they're not even.
Who's that one fan base? Go on.
Arsenal fans, because this was Wenger's idea a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Literally just them. No one else.
Go on, sir. Go on. Sorry, go on, Peter.
I think I said to you last night, all the problems in football, this was not even on a list anywhere. Do you know what I mean? All the social issues, health issues, financial issues, this was just not on anybody's list whatsoever. So when you think about it, I know what we're going to do. We're going to abolish the away goals. And I think we've already seen it in these ties, how much, I think we saw it in the Real Madrid PSG. I swear they were going there for a 0-0 draw because now that's a good result now. And you know what? As much as we can Man United, I think it's a perfect situation for United. 0-0 away today is a great result. Yeah, didn't used to be. 0-0 away from in the first leg when the away goals rule was in was a terrible result for the away team.
Yep,
it was a terrible result.
Mourinho United got knocked out by Sevilla because of playing for 0-0 in Spain.
Score draw. Mm-hmm. A score draw, everything's in a balance. Or you lose the odd 2-1, 3-2. It's essentially you're still level because you're
still well in the tie.
Exactly, but I think we saw it last week. Real Madrid we fine with a 1-0 defeat. It makes no difference. The away goal rule doesn't really matter because, I mean, if PSG go 1-0 up in a few weeks' time at Bernabeu, Real Madrid still only had to score 2.
Yep.
To equalise. They would have under the away goals, they would have to score 3, I think, to win.
Yes.
And it's like I keep saying, it's like Rangers won 4-2 away to Dortmund, right? They should be rewarded. They should be rewarded.
Yes.
Dortmund should have to score 3 goals to get anywhere near Rangers, but they don't. They only have to score. I mean, Erling Haaland's out, so hold that, Dortmund. But let's see. So, but Rangers should be rewarded for scoring 4 goals. Dortmund should have to score a minimum of 3 to affect Rangers, but they only have to score a minimum of 2 to take it to extra time.
Yeah.
Where's I mean, this is really gonna might even be perfect for us, Pete, if you think about the way we play, the no away goals. We can easily shithouse our way through these.
I say this as someone whose club is probably going to benefit from this the most, because our team already doesn't really concede in this competition.
Yeah.
But from a neutral perspective, right? The thing I liked about the away goals dynamic was it provides teams away from home an incentive to be somewhat proactive in a game, right? My fear is when you get to the latter stage of this competition, a club like ours will just take the 5-4-1 away from home, and we will just sit on top of our box for 90 minutes when we're at the Parc des Princes or we're at Anfield. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get to Stamford Bridge and we'll just ambush you for a smooth 20 minutes in the first 20 minutes and then try and sit, and in terms of the neutral spectacle, that's boring, one. And that makes it harder for underdog teams to find any success as well.
Yeah.
Too. Right? Like, I'm of the belief anything that makes it harder for the less strong teams or like the inferior teams to win, I just think that's poor in the competition. Then you have the dynamic of the increased likelihood of extra time. You don't really want extra time with European fixtures when you have a domestic calendar to contend with as well.
Nope.
Right? So you're opening up more minutes being played, higher potential for injuries, right? Like, I guess a shootout at the end is nice and dramatic, but like, let's be honest, we don't watch two-legged European ties to come down to shootouts. That's really not what it's for. You know, like, I just don't see a benefit of scrapping the away goals rule, barring what it does for the bigger clubs and the clubs that you would consider the more natural favorites to win the competition. Like, there's no real incentive for United to go and be outrageously proactive today, because they know when Atletico Madrid come to Old Trafford, they're going to sit and be negative. Now, it's very tough, right? There was no incentive for Madrid to do anything when they went to PSG. It sucked. It was a boring game to watch. Thank God Mbappe came up with a moment at the very fucking end. But that was a horrible, horrible game to watch. Even yesterday, when we were up 2-0 on Lille, like, under the old rules, right? If Lille scores in the last 20 minutes, that adds some juice to the second leg, right? Because it's on a knife edge, basically. You're one goal from potentially getting eliminated. Now, these fools need to score twice without reply to even get to extra time. You know? If we score, let's be honest, they're not scoring 3 times. And even if they did, it's extra time. You know, like, it's just, I feel like it makes it harder for these smaller clubs. And I don't like that part of Champions League. Like, we have the Lucas Moura thumbnail, right? Because Spurs lost the home leg 1-0. They won 3-2 in Amsterdam. Without away goals, that goal gets them to extra time. Who knows what happens, right? Without away goals, right? Barca-Chelsea 0-9 goes to extra time. And let me be clear, those fuckers cheated, right? But at the end of the day, we had enough chances to kill off the tie, and we didn't do it, you know? And I just feel like you should be punished. The margins should be thinner, right? Like, even, let's take a more modern example. Monaco and Ajax in 16-17. Monaco came to the, or not Monaco Ajax, Monaco City. Monaco came to the Etihad. They were up 3-2. They somehow lost that 5-3. But with scoring 3 away goals, like, the tie was never really, like, finished, right? Ultimately, they got rewarded. You should be rewarded for scoring goals on another team's home ground.
Absolutely.
I just think you should be rewarded for that. And I think it's like, or even last year when we played Real Madrid, 1-1 away from home, right? We took the game to them in the first half. We scored. We were properly rewarded for that. So we had the luxury, the second leg, of sitting off them and playing exclusively on the counterattack, right? We ended up ripping them apart, but abolish the away goals, a 1-1, it's basically you're starting over from 0-0, and now it's like a one-off game. Like Villarreal Juve. Juve should be rewarded for scoring after 35 seconds in Spain. In theory, they should get a reward for that, but they don't. Now, in 3 weeks, when they all play again, you're starting from 0 in Italy. You're starting from 0, basically. I just don't like that.
I think what it also does, as much as I said United, I think it's perfect for Atletico Madrid. The way they play that ultra defensive football. Easy 0-0, 1-0, they can easily sharp. I know they've been leaking a few goals this season, so that may be a difference. But usually, if it come in years before you probably would have. Atletico Madrid might be sitting on a couple of, couple of more European Cups maybe or something like that. We would have got to more finals because of the way they shithouse their way to defending and everything like that. But it just takes the joy. It just takes the joy. If you're going to take the away goals, well, why not just go to a single knockout?
Somebody else said that. I don't know if it was in the chat, but someone else said that. We'll get to the comments. Big up you lot. And Cam's down re-comment. It wasn't even me. That was Surface thing. But if you're about, we're going to get you on next week. That'll be next week's one.
See, I'll leave it for a week to ferment and bother people, but I will explain. I will, for my own penis, I will let it sink in and bother people for the rest of the week. So.
But yeah, like they said, like the thing is with UEFA and Peter and Surfer, you both touched on it a lot. in regards to they want exciting games, they want entertaining games.
Isn't that the point of Champions League? Like, how can we have watched the knockout round in 18-19, seen all those outrageous comebacks, like United PSG, that goes to extra time because of a Rashford PK, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can we have seen all of those comebacks and decided we needed to alter the structure of the knockout round? I don't understand that. I thought the way everything was structured, it wasn't broke, so why are we trying to fix it?
It wasn't
That's
broke.
the whole point. That's what we said earlier. The amount of things in football that need fixing. This isn't one of them. It's like social issues, health issues, financial issues, far more important than this. This actually takes away from the excitement of competition, because it happened to us in 2009. The reason Peter's absolutely right. If you actually detail that Chelsea Barcelona game, we should have put them away no matter how many penalties we should have got. We should have put them away, and that's blaming on Anelka and Drogba for not finishing properly. But the whole point of the atmosphere was such on a nerve act, because we were only winning 1-0, and it took one single kick to knock us out of the competition, and that's the excitement of it. And when we got our revenge a few years later in the new camp, we went 1-0 up in the first leg, went 2-0 down, but we scored that Ramirez one, and we had something to hold on to. And then
it completely flipped the tie on its head in 2012. Like, Terry got sent off, and Iniesta scored that great second goal. We looked like we were down and out, but everybody knew it's just one set piece, it's one moment of brilliance, and now like we're back in the driver's seat, right? And I feel like without that element of it, because obviously we're the underdogs in that tie. There's no fucking chance we go through if there's no away goals in that, right? No fucking chance. And I just don't like that UEFA are sort of catering to the elite clubs and the bigger clubs, the clubs you think are going to be at the latter stages of the Champions League. It looks like this move is really to satiate them. Like, it makes sense that Tuchel likes this. It makes sense that Nagelsmann likes this, right? It makes sense. I understand that. But, like, I don't know, man. I just think eventually the way European football and the way, like, these UEFA competitions are supposed to work, like, entertainment has to play a role. Like, there's got to be some value in it for the neutrals. There's got to be a reason to tune in. And I wish there was more. I wish there was a better way for the smaller clubs to really compete at the business end of the Champions League. Because let's be honest, there's no small clubs that really win the Champions League. We haven't had a new winner since Chelsea won it in 2012. I don't think we're going to have a new winner for a long time.
Yeah, you get it once every now and again. It's once, like
Manchester City, they're the next ones, and maybe PSG, but they're also part of this uber rich, like, modern day elite club status. Other than Manchester City and PSG, I don't think we're going to have new winners of the competition. I just feel like it's closing the ranks and closing the circle in the competition even more than it's already closed. I don't like that.
Oh, I fully hear what you're saying with that. And then Bob Krypton says for the panel, making the Champions League a single-legged World Cup style knockout can amend the ridiculousness of this thoughts. Now, I don't want it to be one-legged. The whole point of Champions League is it being 2 legs. Like, we don't get Mourinho knocking out Barcelona at the new camp. You know what I'm saying? You don't get them iconic moments, which makes it makes the tie so much more intriguing. Like I said, it forces the away team to come out and play.
Porto 04, bro.
You don't get Porto 04.
You don't get Porto 04. You don't get that.
Yeah, don't get Porto 04.
You don't look at that Real Madrid Juventus game with that tie a few years ago, when I think Real Madrid won the first leg away 3-0, and you thought not going to happen. And then, Juventus come back, 3 goals. It's going into, great. It's going into extra time, a great game. But then the stupid thing happens at the end of penalty. But because they scored the away goals, because they even lost 1-0, they got that right to go through losing 3-1 at home because they got the away goals. Yeah. It's just fraud. Man United beat Barcelona 1-0 with that Paul Scholes goal. But because they drew 0-0 in the first leg, there was still like nervousness.
Hella nervousness
watching that game. It only took 1 goal for them to go through. It didn't take 2 goals. It's 1 goal. Like some stupid mistake. But that's also the excitement of it. It's also the excitement of the away goal that even if it goes, obviously when it goes against you, you're obviously heartbroken, but it's still that, and it's still, I think it makes coaches better. I think it reveals the best coaches, changing tactics in between games. And instead of now, we can just go, that's all right, we'll just shut up shop, 0-0, go home, win 1-0 or whatever, we'd buy the odd goal when we go back home. And I don't want it to go single leg because I want us to go away. I was a bit knocked that we played Real Madrid away, but it was in their training stadium instead of like in the Bernabeu. So I want to play. We've never played in the Bernabeu, so I want us to do that. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've never played in the Bernabeu. Undefeated against Real Madrid, so they can hold that in Europe. Yeah. So, but they can, but. I love going to Barcelona. I went to Barcelona in 05.
Did you?
We lost 2-1, but we had that away goal.
Yeah. So it's still a good result.
It's still a great result, and then we beat them. And it was the return leg. We beat them 4-2. Best game I've ever been to. But it's like,
was that Ronaldinho goal?
Yeah,
was that game in it?
Yeah, when we didn't know what had happened for about 3 seconds.
I've watched that goal countless times, and I still don't know how he did that. You know what I'm saying?
You try being there, going. Try being there for 3 seconds.
Dude, even 05.
Why is he celebrating? What do you mean? What do you mean? Where's the ball? It's
even
like
guys, even as far back as 05, like Liverpool scored, right? Rudy Garcia scored the ghost goal, right? Cool. The entire remainder of that second leg at Anfield, like if Goodjonson's chance hits the side net instead it goes wide, we're going to the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Like we were legitimately like this close for going to the Champions League final in 05 on away goals. Like I say this as somebody who's had my heart broken on away goals before.
Tell me about it.
The rule was fine. The rule is fine. Do not blame the rule for if you get knocked out on away goals. Do not blame the rule. You've had 180 minutes over the tie. Handle your business. If you can't, it is what it is. Like, trust me, guys. I've walked through hell in Champions League. We lost in shootout in 07. We lost the final in a shootout in 2008. We got packed out on away goals in 2009. Right? Like, trust me. Like, I've seen all the bad shit that could happen. It's already happened to my club. It was fine, but, like, don't blame the rule. Don't change the rule. Right? Like, and as far as like the single-legged stuff, there's problems with this. Like, let me just illustrate them. One, who gets the home leg? Yeah. Two, if you want to do neutral venues, they need to be available during the week, and then you have to sort out traveling as well. Three, less money for UEFA, so they're never going to fucking do it, right? Because if we're talking about, because the Champions League is going to be amended, guys, in the near future. The new format's already gotten approved. There's 36 teams, all in one massive table. You are randomly selected 10 opponents out of the 36. You don't do home and home. You play them one time each. So the schedules are going to be unbalanced, right? The top 8 go into the last 16. At the end of the giant league table, at the end of your 10 games, the top 8 highest teams go into the last 16. Teams 9 through 24 play each other in the playoff round, kind of like how they do in Europa League. And then the bottom 11 or bottom 12 drop out of Europe entirely. So that way, you're adding 4 extra group stage games and potentially 2 knockout round games based on where you finish. So the knockout round is still going to be the same. There's going to be no away goals. But yeah, so that is what's going to happen in terms of that's the Champions League solution, which is fucking stupid. Don't get me wrong. But I would feel much better about this if away goals were a thing in the knockout round still.
Again, it adds just so much. And it also forces, we've spoken a lot about what it does for the away team. It also forces the home team to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't just be at home and just go gung-ho and just all out attack. They have to be measured in their approach. Like, even when you are 2-0 up, there's don't concede. Many a time I'm watching Champions League.
There's value in a clean sheet. Like,
clean sheet, yes.
Humongous value in that.
Yeah. Under the old, like I keep saying, under the old away goals rule, if you do 0-0 on your home leg, that's a great result for you. An absolutely great result. If you want to take it, that's a great result for you.
It has the tie. It has the tie in the balance because
Yeah,
you know
because
if you go away from home,
you draw,
you score. You in the
draw,
one score draw
draw
is you.
takes you through.
Yeah,
Draw takes you through the next.
and then that puts
takes you through.
And that puts more pressure on the home team as well. It gives the away side more incentive to attack, and it just adds to more drama. And it's deserved.
Spurs against Ajax. Great.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen now? Like teams are going to draw at home in the first legs and just get fucking blitzkrieged in the second leg.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so much attack versus defense. Like,
yes,
if Atletico Madrid, they're going to get absolutely like it's going to be the most merciless like wave after wave of attack in the second leg of this tie, unless they like are losing this tie going back to England. Yeah. It's absolutely going to be some of the most one-sided football matches, right? And like I personally don't like that, right?
Facts.
At least for our tie, Lille have to come out. They have to try and do something. Do I think it's going to work? Fuck no. But they have to try, right? If it were the kind of thing where, like, let's just say it was like a draw or like a 2-1 kind of thing, but away goals existed, but they scored an away goal, they could be much more tactical about it. Because we've seen teams go into second legs where they know they need to score, but you're not going gung-ho from minute one because you have the threat of giving up that away goal. And it just takes away an extra level of like tactical preparation and awareness, and I just feel like the Champions League is better with that.
But the away goals, or if it was still in effect, let's look at Liverpool into Milan, right? Liverpool have a 2-0 lead, right? 2 away goals, right? If Inter score under your away goals, so if Inter were to score first at Anfield, the atmosphere changes dramatically. If they score first now, it doesn't. I don't think it really will change anything.
You don't, because you still know they need.
Yeah, but if you think about it. It heightens everyone's nerves, coaches, players, the crowd especially. And we know how players feed off the crowd.
Even Liverpool 09, Surfer.
Yeah.
We scored 3. We won 3-1 at Anfield. They scored twice in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, we were everyone immediately went to
everybody down at half time. Everybody immediately went to like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're gonna F this up, but that's what I mean. It takes it now. If Lille score first against us in the second leg, I'm not going to be panicked.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really, they still have to come out, which means there's going to be more gaps. We'll pick them off. We can afford to lose 2-1. Do you know what I mean? We can afford to lose 2-1.
Can afford to lose 2-1 and facts.
It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. We can afford to lose 2-1 probably anyway, but there's no jeopardy really.
It just lessens. Like the stakes, because it's Champions League, this is the elite European competition.
Yeah.
The stakes are already at an all-time high.
Yeah.
With the away goals rule, it makes it even all-time higher because managers have to think even further outside of just, are we winning this game? All right, we scored this away goal. We're now leading. How do I switch up? How many times have I heard the commentators on Champions League nights explaining to people what certain things mean and all the different things that can happen? So if, say for instance, in the Chelsea-Leo game, Leo didn't score, but say for instance, Leo did score and it's 2-1. So it'd be like, right, if Chelsea score 1 away goal and then Leo scored 2, that means it goes to extra time. Yeah. However, if Chelsea scored 2 and Leo, then see, I'm even confused myself, but you understand my point. Chelsea will go through on away goals type of thing. And the whole explanation of it, and this is the only way we get extra time, is if, say it was 2-1, if Chelsea only score 1 goal, if they score more than 2, it ends in 90 minutes. So then that puts pressure on everybody.
But do you think that Barcelona-Liverpool game when they came back from 3-0 down they were 3-0 down from the first leg, but 1-4-3?
Yeah.
How different do you think that game would be if there's no away goals, like a jeopardy of an away goal for Barcelona? Because Liverpool got I think after the second goal they got their tails up and they were revving and they were. But imagine if there's no jeopardy of an away goal. Are they still at that same velocity, that same, but still having the back of the mind that, okay, we scored 4 goals, but if they score 1 goal, we're out essentially.
It takes some tension out of it.
That's what I mean.
It takes so much tension out of it.
I enjoy the tension and the chaos of like a second leg even Juve Ajax in 2019, it was 1-1 in the first leg, and it was 1-1 in the second leg, and then De Ligt scored the corner. So they had their second away goal. They were 3-2 on aggregate. So Juve needed to score twice. And like, it really punishes you for conceding goals on your home ground. It really rewards you for going and winning away from home.
Yeah.
You know, like without the away goals rule, it's a siege for the last 30 minutes, and Juve are assaulting the goal to get to extra time. You know, and I don't like peeling back layers of tactical preparation, and like I enjoy the tension. I enjoy the chaos of Champions League nights.
We all do.
That's all part of it, you know. And I wish that would get brought back.
It makes the higher stakes even higher. Like I said, it's an elite competition, so therefore this now adds to it. Even remember the PSG Barcelona one. Like imagine that doesn't have away goals. So when PSG score that away goal, you think, all right, that's it. Then that forces Barcelona to go into even other gear. And then I think, did they win? Was it 5-1? Yeah, it was 6
to get through.
I think when PSG scored, that's all she wrote.
They couldn't go to extra time. They had to score it in. If they just settled in, we'll go 5. Now we can go extra time. We just got another 30 minutes.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Instead, now we have to score. They scored in the last minute, last touch of the game, and it's like the Spurs one. The Spurs one especially. We bag on Spurs. That's one of the great European moments in the past 10 years, at least. You know,
it forces you to act like we want more entertainment. It forces both managers to act now, whether that's defensively or offensively. It forces you. You can't just let games drift. How many times do we watch Premier League games and both sides, whether it's no matter what the side is, whether it's two top sides, whether it's two sides battling relegation, where sides just let games drift and go, you know what, a draw is a good result here. You can't do that in the Champions League with away goals because there's still a reward for it, whether that's the home side or whether there's an away side. Which causes, like I said, it switches it because Peter touched on it when he said what we're going to get now, and I agree with this in terms of you're just going to get home sides in the second leg attacking and you're going to get away sides in the second leg defending. Whereas with the away goals rule, it flipped it on its head. It made, and I've said this before, it makes the away teams want to attack more and it makes the home teams a little bit more defensive, which then puts fans in the stadium on edge, which then adds to it. That adds to it all. I've been through all of these. I've seen United get knocked out on away goals, people. I've seen that Robin volley. There's other times but that's the one that sticks out. I've seen United go through on away goals also. Should never have been taken away. Never. Kind of Devil says, why are they changing it? There's nothing wrong with how it is now. I have no idea why they changed it. I didn't even hear the explanation as to why. I don't know. And don't worry, people. We'll be doing Atletico Madrid United watch along. If that's the lineup, I don't particularly like. I like the midfield and the attack apart from Rashford. Back? Yeah, I like the midfield and the attack apart from Rashford.
Long day.
Why he's playing? Why? I don't know why he's playing. Maguire should be Dalot, and Teller should be playing.
Maybe it's a fitness thing. We don't know, but yeah, I don't love that either.
Squat.
Hey, not my club. My club won, so we're good.
I don't like that. Hey, my club's going through, so it's calm. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we'll see.
Oh no, away goes well. It's more than likely.
Exactly, it fits for. I said this. It fits for us. It fits for us. That's why I said like this is how you like it takes so much of this game. Like I would be going into this game going, forget the result, score 2 goals. That was my thing. Even if you lose 3-2, I'm like, get 2 away goals. Go and get 2 away goals. Like 110% go and get 2 away goals. I'll take 0-0 and just beat Atletico Madrid on our home patch. And even if it's a score draw, it's extra time. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
2-1, done. It's done.
I'm hoping in the next round, if we get through, that we draw the second leg at home as well. I'm hoping so. Whoever we play, because I think
I'll be honest. We could take our terror ball anywhere. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, that's your terror ball. Nah, we need our terror ball. We need our terror ball at home. At home, I fancy our chances.
I'm telling you, just put the back 3 out there that we had yesterday. Put Conte and Kovacic and Jorginho on the pitch, and just sit in. We'll just do an Anfield in August. Like, I don't even care. It doesn't matter.
Nah, I hear that. The one thing like I'm confident about is the individual players we have. Big up the cat in the just walking across the screen.
For God's sake, low-key, man.
Yeah, low-key just what's it called? Getting screen time in that.
Hey, let's go.
Low-key having his thoughts on the away goals rules and that.
Anyone in the comments, are any of you in favor of doing away with the away goals rule?
Yes.
Is anybody cool with this, or does anybody prefer this? And if you do, That's fine, but tell me why.
Please tell me why. Yes, I want to know why. And that being said, also, as you can see at the bottom of across the screen, if you want us to switch up the topic we're talking about, if you super chat, we'll get straight to it as well. Just pointing that out there to let you know. Super chat to have us discuss the topic of your choice. It don't have to be this; it can be anything. But yeah, go on, carry on, Peter.
Because I understand why coaches of these football clubs would want to do without it. I get it from a coaching and preparation perspective.
Absolutely,
it's an extra variable you get to eliminate. Yep. I get that part of it. I understand it, but like purely from like an entertainment and like a spectacle standpoint, the away goals rule is one of my favorite things about the sport. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
one of my favorite things. Like having to explain when Monaco knocked out City, and people saw 6-6 on the screen in the gym at school when I was at, like, wait, why did they get to go through? Having to explain that, I love that. I was like, they scored 3 goals on their home ground and they only scored 1 at theirs.
Absolutely.
That's dumb. I'm like, no, it's not.
That's as we were saying, we've done, like, Monaco did that to Arsenal about 2015. They won 3-1 in the first leg.
Yes, they scored 3 at the Emirates.
But then Arsenal scored 2 away goals and won 2-0 in the second leg, and then he went through. But that's the beauty of the away goals.
Yep.
It's the beauty of the away goals. They nearly went through. They had 1 more goal, and they were nearly through. I mean, under the new rule, the 2 goals would take them to extra time.
Yep.
And you know what's crazy is what I like about it is, and Peter touched on it there, whereas you can look at a scoreline, you can be losing on the scoreline, drawing on the aggregate score, but still go through. Yeah. That's fire. So you could be losing whatever score. You could be losing, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, I don't know, my math is off, but say it's 3-1, you're losing, and the thing says 4-4. But you can still somehow be going through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when we were in the new camp down to like nobody at center back and 10 players, and we had no striker, and it was 2-2, I was like, this is great. This is great. Like, we might get knocked out. We have Ramirez playing right back and Basuma playing center back. But here's one of the greatest teams of modern history, just struggling, just in the trenches against us. And like you just see Torres breaking away, like, oh yeah. When he scored that, I was like, oh, we're going through. Yeah.
Oh, that was Gary Neville, wasn't it? That was Gary Neville's moment.
With no away goals, fool. All Barca need to do is run the ball back to the center, and then like, fuck, they could score. Like, you don't know, you know?
Yeah.
It's so epic.
The away goals are great because, like, I think was it? You remember when Liverpool battered Roma in the first leg? They won 5-2.
They won 5-2.
Roma got those 2 away goals, and in the second leg they still nearly went through. I think it was.
Roma was up like 4-2 in the second leg. They ended up winning like 4-3.
Yeah.
At one point, it was 4-2 in the second leg. It was like 7 or it was 3-2. It was like,
man.
It was like,
Jesus Christ.
It was like 7-5 or some shit. I was like, oh, this is great.
You were just up there.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, even last guy, go on, Seth. Go on.
No. There's so many games we can reminisce about. This is the beauty of the away goals. Why would you want to change beautiful history like this? And just for why? What was I want them to tell me what the reason was. I want to know specifically what analyst or data were you looking at, or who did you ask? Who did you ask to take away goals? He's never consulted anyone.
It's just the coaches. It's got to just be like the coaching union. It has to be. I understand why they don't want it, but like with all due respect, like fuck you guys, this rule slaps.
Yeah, the rule actually slapped. Even last season, it might have been. Was it last season before when United played? And this is Europa League, and this is a competition I don't like. And we played Roma, and I think we won the first leg 6-2 at home.
Yeah,
but then even in the
second leg.
Yeah, but even the second leg, like Roma scored like 3-4 goals quick. And obviously United scored as well, but they added to it.
Yeah, they were up like 3-1. They were up like 3-1, and I was just thinking, like, don't do it. Don't sell this.
But like that adds to it, like, because United still have incentive to go forward at that point. 6-2, like you're out of the game because you need to win by. But with the away goals, the 2 away goals they scored, they can go for it, and that forced United to go and play.
Why are we Barca Roma? Roma scored 1 in the new camp, lost 4-1, and they just Istanbuled it the second leg.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully, it can get rechanged as Paco. They can. Hopefully they change it back. Do they? I don't know.
They can change it again, of course.
Yeah, they can change it back. Do they? I don't know. I'm lost as to why they wanted to. There was no cause for this. Again, people in the chat, give us your opinions on it. Is there anything we've missed? Or unless you might actually agree with it. I just don't understand.
I understand why the coaches wanted to do away with it, and I'm worried, like
coaches,
with the elite clubs, like being in solidarity with wanting to do away with it because they don't want to get snuck by these smaller teams.
Do your job, innit?
I know, but like they don't want we're not trying to get snuck. You know, like that's really what it is. But with how the Champions League is going to realign in 2 seasons, I just don't think they're going to change this back. Champions League is about to get whack as fuck.
It is. Like, yeah, winning it's all well and great, but it takes so much away, man. It takes so much of an edge away in that. Like now it's just away teams playing like away teams and home teams playing like home teams. Now Atletico Madrid, they have to come out and play. They'll be looking today and be like, yo, we have to win this game.
Do they?
I think they do. Unless they're planning penalties.
I'm not watching Terrorball for 2 games.
But the thing is that changes it. Unless their plan from now is penalties.
Dude.
If their plan is penalties.
Their plan is to snatch a 1-0 lead and hold it. And
that's why I said they have to win. They have to win, so they have to actually come and attack.
Their plan against us legit in the first leg was 0-0. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It was 0-0. And then try and win on away goals. That was their plan against us.
Yeah.
They came out in a 6-3-1. Everybody was like, what? I've never seen this before. I'm like, guys, this is Atletico Madrid. This is Europe. It is what it is. Thank God Giroud overhead kicked that shit. Because we were not going to score in that game.
So, yeah, it's
so crazy. As soon as we scored that, the tie was basically over.
I did watch that game.
God, man.
No, this cat is hilarious.
I swear to God.
This cat having his time of his life, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you having too much screen time, fam. Share the spotlight, so.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's an egotist. That's what she is.
100% in that. Is what it is.
You saw you playing too much GTA. He's like, get off the GTA.
No joke. I was racing on there, getting away from the cops, one or the other, and she literally sat in front of the screen like that.
Yeah, she wants attention. That's what that is. That's attention, 100%. That is, you are not giving me enough attention. That's what that is.
She's been asleep for 8 hours. I'm going to give it attention.
Atletico Madrid are playing a back 5.
Yeah. Oh, you opened the door by yourself. Precious.
This is disgusting.
Go on.
They're playing Lodi, Reinildo, Jimenez, Savic, and Rosalco across the back. Playing a midfield 3 of Kondogbia, Herrera, and Marcos Llorente. And in front 2 is João Felix and Angel Correa. Suarez is on the bench. Lamar is on the bench. So is Griezmann. This is disgusting. This is terrible. This is going to be so fucking bad. Let me check the Benfica Ajax lineups. I need real football.
Yeah, I already know what to expect with this. I'm looking.
You're going to get Felix under. You're going to get João Felix under because he's a bum. That's what he is. He's a bum.
No, you guys don't want Felix to get slandered. He plays terrible for this.
I'm interested to see Felix because I've heard a lot. This would be the first time I believe I've watched him on a watch along for a full night, and I've heard like this guy can walk on water. So I'm expecting to see something special. I am, and I'm not going to judge him fully.
Shout out Daley Blind playing left back for Ajax. Let's go.
I was going to say, yo, Zeke, if you can't like the stream, just close the app if you're on the YouTube app and then open it back up, and you should be able to. That's all that is.
Guys, we have an Delta Rapt sighting for Benfica.
Yo, a Delta Rap played. I seen Hayden Ben Arfa come on the pitch. Aaron Lennon scoring goals. Cristiano Ronaldo's back. Yo, like this is crazy.
We have Vertonghen and Otamendi center back pairing. We have a Delta Rap playing holding midfield. And
Lindelof's right back.
88.
Lindelof's right back.
Yeah, Lindelof's playing right. I don't know what he's doing there. And someone who said United are playing a back 3 when no.
No, it's a back 4, man. There's no way.
Yeah, it's a back 4.
3. Are you trying to tell me Rashford or Sancho is playing like right wing back or something?
You know what? At this point, I'd rather see Rashford at right wing back. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather see Sancho wing back. I'm gonna cry.
I'd rather see him as a right back.
I swear to you, I'll turn the stream so fucking fast.
C1. You do realize what slander is, right? Slander is something that's not true. What is being said about Felix is true because he hasn't done anything. Yeah. That's what
and I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying there's so much hype.
Hey, Cams, a Delta Rap ball, 8 p.m. # talk soon. We back.
Yeah, Linda for right back.
Look, United, good luck. This game's going to be disgusting.
Oh, I already know. I'm fully aware. It's all about it.
I don't care what happens.
It's all about the result. You know what I'm saying in that. Yeah. As long as we don't get beat, I will be over the moon. That is the aim. Don't get
terrible institution.
Don't get beat. You know what I'm saying?
So bad, you might as well just fire up the GTA.
Tomorrow is there a Man Den podcast?
If we get beat, no. You know what I'm saying?
If we get beat, we'll make it the Chelsea podcast. Let's go.
Nah, I'm joking. I'll be here regardless. Because one thing I do know, everyone will tune in to hear my thoughts and see me in the mud. So yeah, that's the only benefit to that losing. It's the only benefit.
Someone said last night that Ben Arthur outpaced Werner. I've got to on the pitch really. I've got to see this clip. Someone said really.
I saw Ben Arfa. I saw Renato Sanchez. It's like, damn, we're getting the whole squad back together.
Yeah, man, they got the gang back together, man.
I was like, what is going on? We can't lose to this team.
Yeah. Get Cisse back, Demba Ba.
Hell yeah.
Hey, run it back. I said Cisse and Demba Ba, you know.
Cisse, Demba Ba, somebody call up Colaccini, see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Who's that little French midfielder, tiny one? Went to Palace.
Johan Kabay.
Johan Kabay.
Yeah.
Johan Kabay. Oh my God.
You better wild it, yo.
Good Lord, man.
You better wild it.
2011-12 all over again. Yeah, it was a good year. We should repeat that.
Can you guys believe Newcastle at one point finished above us in a league table?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, but
the most unbelievable shit you've ever heard.
We won in the end, Peter. We won in the end.
Oh, we won the war, but that's unbelievable. That's unforgivable. Like we don't get enough slander for 11. We were such criminals. Finished below Newcastle. Who does that?
Where did you not finish that season? 6? Was it 6? Where did Newcastle finish?
Bro, we needed to win Champions League or we were going to Europa League. Our Champions League hopes were down to Ryan Bertrand.
Champions League, and we automatically kicked Spurs out the.
Yes, they changed the rule after that, by the way. So it used to be only basically, guys, when Liverpool won the Champions League in 04-05 from 5th place, there were 5 English teams in the Champions League. I don't know why they put us and Liverpool in the same group next season. They just wanted to see blood, apparently. But yeah, that's what happened. We played Liverpool like fucking 3 times in the fall. It was annoying. But yeah, so. Then they were like, wait, only 4 participations from a given nation, given federation, right? Tottenham finished 4th, entirely legit. Had an awesome run to the end of the season. We pulled out to Munich. We're just like, no, we're going to win. So then we're like, you know what, Tottenham? You finished 4th, Europa League. And you're like, you know what? We should change that rule. So they changed it back, being able to have like more than 4 teams from a nation in the Champions League. Basically, Chelsea are why Harry Redknapp resigned from Tottenham. It's true. He finished 4th, didn't get Champions League. I'm not staying.
Yeah, I hear that. I'd be pissed too. If I finished 4th and don't get Champions League, I'd be pissed.
I want to hate us. You know how mad I'd be if I got 4th and went to Europa League?
That was just the extra cherry on top, knocking them out of 4th.
Oh, he resigned. They got Villas Boas. We know how that went.
Oh man, and they lost Gareth Bale a year later. Brilliant.
Yep.
Look at he's reminiscing on Spurs' downfall. You know, this is.
I know that hurts. I know it hurts.
£90 million on the likes of Soldado, and
these men had Soldado in it.
Yeah, one other Belgian player and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's peak. This is the Watford 11. Foster, Firmino, Cathcart, Samir, Kamara, Sissoko. My guy Loser in the cut. Let's go. Cleverly, Sa, King, Dennis. Yeah, that's enough to get a result. It's good to see Loser in there.
Lineup, I want to say, other than maybe Samir, I want to say it's a similar setup to what was going on Saturday. Palace have a similar team to what they played us with, except Gallagher has come in for Schlupp. I think. And I think that's good enough for Watford to get a result today.
And the Palace 11 is Butland, Klein, Anderson, Gray, Mitchell, Kayate, Hughes, Gallagher, Elise, Mateo, and Zaha. So that'll actually be a decent game, and it's 2 teams that don't like each other either.
No.
So yeah.
Watford did very well possibly to get a point from that tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a close eye on that.
We leave them with something.
Oh, no, we do. I want to get 3. All right? So I'm Watford till I die. So I'm fine.
Let's go out here. You know what I'm saying?
If we do win the Champions League in Tottenham Stadium, do you think that'd be the worst day in the club's history?
Dude, you thought Arsenal fans were pissed off when we won it, and a couple of people we know went round their cannon and did stuff to their cannon and stuff like that. I am Boston. I am going. If I can't get a ticket, I am going there. Sorry, some idiot outside. No matter what, I am going there. I don't care if I don't have a ticket. I don't care. My God.
Why? Because they're moving the final. Where is the final?
Don't know.
It's supposed to be in Russia.
Made a decision yet.
But I know they're moving it from there.
Yeah, so Russia is doing some crazy shit. So UEFA's like, we're taking the final from you. Jess has said liquidate the stadium before the final. He can't take the risk.
I don't run that risk either. You know what I'm saying? You don't want somebody from your country winning the Champions League on your ground. Like, there's no coming back from that. You don't come back from that. There is no coming back from that. Absolutely.
We need to beat Liverpool in Tottenham Stadium. Then we can sign a Liverpool.
There's no coming back from that. Surely it'll go Wembley though. This guy on GTA. That's the GTA. He's got a message in it.
Damn control volume.
I forgot what I was even gonna say. Surely if they move the final, then they put it in Wembley. They don't put it in Tottenham Stadium.
Play at Villa Park.
Oh, hey, I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? Put that Villa.
Moolah, you get the most money, most people in there, don't you? So
yes, there will be a watch along, Camille. So I will be doing the Atletico Madrid Manchester United game.
I'll be on the watch along, but I won't be watching that game.
Yeah, he won't. That's why he's allowed on, because he's watching. He's not watching United.
I can't bully them, apparently. I gotta be nice.
No, you don't have to be nice. I just don't want to hear your nonsense during it's going on. Afterwards on the Q&A, cook me if we lose. Cool. I'm just not dealing with your shit as it's going on.
I don't even care. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dealing with me getting beat up and you're there giving me a play-by-play. Give me afterwards.
If you lose, I'm gonna go straight for Statman. I'm telling you.
All right, that's cool.
My beef is not with you or anyone in the comments. It's Statman and Abdi. That's it.
All right, cool. Wait, is it Abdi or Abdul who's the Lakers comes box?
Doesn't matter. The United one. Him, I think he's an Arsenal fan. Your team, they're playing on Thursday in honor of missing Europa League, so hold that.
Yeah. Spurs Stadium, Wembley, and London Stadium are in contention. So it's Spurs Stadium, Wembley, and West Ham. Okay. Shit, why can't it be Anfield or something? Or the Bridge or some shit?
You know
what? I'm going to go for 2 draws in the Champions League. I'm feeling strange.
We're on 2 draws. Okay. What'd you say, Surfer?
We don't have enough seats. That's why.
Yeah, our ground is too small, basically.
Also, we barely get 40,000 in there at the moment.
Low key, having a little ground so never host major finals at it is cool, because I don't think I'd be able to stomach somebody winning the Champions League at the new Stamford Bridge.
See that with the Champions League, as long as it's not a team in your league, like I've seen it happen, and it's not a team in your league. I'm just
so sick. Like even if it was like Barca, I'd be so sick.
Cool.
I'm fine. Man. I've seen us win 3 titles at Stamford Bridge. Like confirm it. So I'm fine, man. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like Ace, because it was AC Milan who won it. It's like I don't have nothing with AC Milan whatsoever. There's no.
That was a dog final as well, man. It was a turgid final, man.
Yeah, that was defenses on top type of final. But yeah,
those two defenses would easily get through all of this.
They breeze through it.
Oh
my God,
they breeze through it.
It cracks me up when people say Chelsea City was the worst final. I'm like, guys. There was a final at Old Trafford 19 years ago.
Dude, we were in a worse final. That 12 was a worse final.
Yes.
2012 was
2012 was also a worse final. Don't get me wrong.
It was only good because we were in it. So when you watch it back, that was a turgid final. That was one of the worst finals ever, man. Don't get me started, you know, on that. We've seen that Milan Juventus one I think that's the worst final. Actually, no. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, the second one a few years ago when it went to.
The thing is, it depends on like when people say, "Oh, bad." It depends on if you're in it on. Like if you're in the final, you just want to win it.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch. I'm watching finals for different reasons. If United are not in it and the English side are in it, I want the foreign side to win. Whether that's Spanish, Italy, whatever. I can rate it as neutral.
Told you this. That Barcelona game when they drew 1-0 and they went through. As mad as I was at Barcelona, I was still cheering them on against Man United.
Of course.
I'm not this like. That's another thing. Maybe we could bring up another time about how some English fans still support other English clubs.
English teams in Europe. Yeah, that is a great addition to the rest of
couple weeks. It's completely fucking disgusting.
We'll do that.
I never get that whatsoever. That really winds me up. Oh, yeah, but they're English. How does them winning positively affect you?
Yes. People like, oh, you can't back City. You can't back.
Fuck all this. Oh, I want my teams from my country to do well in Europe. Fuck everyone from this federation in Europe. West Ham, fuck you. Leicester, I hope you get knocked out of Conference League. whoever's actually in that shit. Oh, Spurs, you're not in it anymore, so hold that. But no, like, fuck all of this. I'm sorry. Like, no one rooted for Chelsea. No one rooted for Chelsea in the 2000s, and we were in Champions League.
And I wouldn't want them to.
Want us to win. I'm cool with that. You think I'm rooting for City or Liverpool? There's no way. Hey, how's Statman saying he's nervous when he's calling for PSG? Interesting.
Make it make sense, Brian, please. Big up Brian as well, because he's the latest member who joined the channel. You want to join the membership link is in the links underneath in the description.
That's a great question. Hey, UEFA coefficient hype. No one cares.
Oh no, I don't care. That's why I want Arsenal to finish fourth. I don't care if it damages our coefficiency because they'll get canned. They'll be in the fourth pot.
Who cares about coefficients and that? Do what you're supposed to do in your league. Yeah. If you finish high enough in your league, don't worry about coefficients.
Yeah,
coefficients.
You know what? That man was calling for PSG in December. He was sitting there.
Come to the stage, Bainsy. Bainsy, the stage is yours. The stage is yours. So you're nervous for Atletico Madrid, but you want PSG. And we have Ronaldo against Atletico Madrid, which you've been hyping up.
I've been more nervous about Atletico Madrid the way they play football with no away goals. I've been more nervous about them because
I was terrified of PSG.
PSG. I'm sorry, their midfield is cack. Absolute cack.
Yeah, so's ours. Theirs is better than us.
I'll be real. I'll bite your hand off to play Atletico Madrid next round. I would.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't want PSG. Again, I do not want Neymar and Mbappe.
PSG, I don't fear them. I don't fear PSG.
I don't fear PSG, but I know we can snuff Atletico Madrid. I know we can. Like, easy.
No. Do you know what it'd be great? I'd love to get PSG and to snuff Neymar out in both legs to get to absolutely wind up the Neymar fanboys. There was a space yesterday. Big up to Sam on Football Wars. He had a space. They changed it to Neymar. I listened to it, and 5 hours later, they were still having a debate on whether Neymar's good enough. I just want the Neymar thing to just. I'd love to do that. Snuff him out, get rid of him. Out he goes. Another failure. And then we're gonna. How many times do you hear with Neymar the word potential? Man's 30. You know what I mean? We're gonna. We're still. I swear, when he's 35, we're gonna say, well, you know, he could still get there. 35 is potential. Another tangent. That's maybe another agenda, the Neymar thing, man. But you know. But yeah.
I want to know, Bainsy though, because you are at PSG. So why are you nervous? You should be confident.
Yeah, this is light work, Baines.
I want to know why you're nervous. Like, I'm legit asking this genuinely. Like,
hey, Cams, you're right. Whoever gets the winner of this game is eating good. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Hey, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? In that. Would you be what's up? No, don't do that.
Tommy Tuchel's tricky blues.
I hate that. You know, Tommy Tuchel's trouble tricking Stiggly Blues.
Let's go.
If we draw you lot, we draw you lot. Like I was saying to you before the show, we actually have a good record against you lot recently. I don't fear anybody in this competition. Favorites, absolutely, we're not against the better sides. But do I fear anybody? Nah. Especially with this away goals thing.
Statman, if you guys lose, I will be the first one at your doorstep. I'll be the first one. I have no smoke for Flawless because I know he doesn't believe in this team deep down. No, like, it's just you and wherever Abdi is in the chat, your first two people. The amount of we have Ronaldo, so we're gonna win messages I've read over the last 2 months. Oh yeah, we will address this.
Bainsy, what's your score prediction? Let me before you go. Hey, Bainsy, put your scoreline prediction in the chat, please. Yeah, go on, Surfer.
Let me just the Neymar thing. It's not against Neymar, the player. It's the fanboys. That's all it is. It's against Neymar fanboys. That's all. Because you build this guy up so much to be like you. When I'm hearing like I'm hearing Flores. Are you still hearing with Neymar? He's the heir apparent to Ronaldinho at 30. He's the heir apparent. If you're 30, you can't be the heir apparent. You should have already taken the throne.
Yeah. You should be the apparent. You know what I mean? You should be the apparent.
We're talking about the Prince Charles situation. You know what I mean? He's waiting for the Queen to go off. You know what I mean?
Yo, Bainsy, I know you don't drink.
Wow.
5 goals. You see, I don't see 5 goals. I don't think it's going to be 5 goals over the 2 legs. You know what I'm saying?
80 minutes against these fools, and there was 3 goals.
I say, man, you're not playing Leeds, Bainsy. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not.
Good Lord.
And to see what he was talking about, João Felix, I'd seen a comment before, and he was like, if João Felix landed in the Premier League, he'd be the most talented player. I'm not doubting his talent. I'm not down his talent. Let me get to it before. I can't judge João Felix because I've not watched him week in, week out. I'm saying the way he is spoken about by you and others, I hope to see something special today in terms of not even scoring or assisting, just his technique, just how he moves on the pitch. Like, I'm expecting him to impact the game the way people are talking about him. And even if he doesn't, I'm not going to write him off, but I'm just going to be watching him very closely over these 2 games to see how he does. Because this is the first time I'd be watching him close up. That's all I'm saying. João Felix is terrible. That's what I'm saying.
He's Baines' favourite word. He's a compilation player. That's what he is at the moment. That's what he is. Okay. He's that. He's a favourite of the comps. You know, little flicks here and there. Do it like this, do it like that. Remember, he was bought for £107 million. Yeah, let that sink in. £107 million, near enough. He was bought for. Yeah, wasn't bought for 40 or 50 or something like that, where you could go, you know. And the price tag is unfair on players. I totally understand that. But what has he done? Do you know what I mean? To get this type of following, I don't understand. And you can blame Simeone all you want. Understandable. You can blame him for his tactics and everything like that. But what is it? Simeone, Griezmann seemed to be fine with Simeone's tactics before he went to Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? Seems to be playing well and everything like that. So, you know, I'm waiting for him to do. I'm waiting for him to do something. If he does something tonight, that's a bonus for me. It's no skin off my nose because he damages Man United. So
yeah. I'm just interested to watch him. Obviously, I wanted to have a bad game, but again, you touched on it. I don't know what he did to get the hype. No, I'm saying I don't know what he did. I don't know what performances he has put in on someone. Like I said, I haven't watched him like that, so I don't know closely. Maybe he balled out in some big games in the league or in the Champions League. But to my knowledge, I don't remember him doing anything of note where it's like Felix was the talk of the town. But like you said, his comps is cold. That's what it is. His comps are cold. And he could be that. But how old is he?
I think he's like very early. I think he might be either just about 20 or maybe 20.
All right, so he's still got time. So he's still got much time to improve. So it's like, people so he's the unproven youngster with all the potential, and that's why people are.
He's the heir. He's an
heir. They flipped Griezmann, right?
Yeah.
And had all the money sitting there. They just paid the Felix release clause. That's really what happened. Was it the right move for Felix? No. But like, that happens. And it's not like his entire career has been destabilized, right? Look at Abdul saying, can't wait to be back in the Champions League. We got people to just want participation trophies. Look at this. We're talking about serious business. We're talking
an Arsenal fan?
Yes, he is.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to be in the Champions League either. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I need my February annual laugh at the Emirates.
Please get Bayern. I will need that annual.
Anybody serious? Anybody serious?
Anyone serious is a potential 10-2. 100%.
Dude, they get Bayern. If they get, oh my God, if they would get a Bayern or a PSG now or something like that, they would still get slapped.
They get moved to.
They get moved
100%.
to. 100%. I mean, if they even got through to a knockout stage, if they face Liverpool or City,
pictures actually start soon. Before this Benfica one, I'm gonna watch some Watford. Shout out to the.
When did Watford kick off? Is it quarter?
This is 5 minutes.
Oh, is it half? Jeez, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that. Still, all right. Well, we gonna close out the show. People will be live probably in about 10 minutes for the Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. Watching them, we'll be back. Big up to Surfer for joining us on there. Peter, as always, will be back. Agenda FC next week. It'll be on Lewis's channel, people, because we'll alternate week by week. It might end up over there permanently. You never know, but obviously we'll keep you lot fully posted. Prediction 1-1 Benzi. I've said that. I don't know where you're getting 5 goals from, but I hope you're right. I'd love to see a 3-2 win, but I just don't see it at all. That being said, I believe Atletico Madrid will attack more than they would have. I think they have to come out. They are not looking, unless they're looking to play for penalties in 180 minutes.
You think they're going
to they have to win.
I'm not watching this, so
the way it goes. Yeah. Oh yeah. We got this. We going through. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident. Oh, what we said about the away goal, this plays in our favor here. It actually plays in our favor, but I'd still bring it back in a heartbeat.
The old advertisement right there.
I thought he was nervous though.
Yeah, we got Ronaldo, right? Why should you be nervous?
That man, you're so funny because Surfer wasn't nervous yesterday. I wasn't.
Dude, We got Lille when they even rearranged the draw. You know what I mean? We still got Lille. I was like,
oh, they could beat you. I was like, huh?
Remember the 3 days leading up to the draw? Oh,
yes.
Chelsea are gonna get Bayern. They're gonna get this. Them MFers tried to do us twice, and we still got Lille. So hold that, UEFA with your draws. Hold it.
You know what? Chilwell's ACL was not sacrificed for nothing.
Yeah.
All right, well, we close it out the show, people. Agenda FC will be back next week, but we're going to keep the show on the road today. Like, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the Atletico Madrid Manchester United watch along. Also, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. You'll get probably a late one, so probably be midnight. You'll probably get that. Obviously, talking all things Champions League, including Atletico Madrid, Manchester United. What are you saying yes about?
Late Q&A. Chelsea getting panned by Arsenal. The fixture is yet to be determined. But also not to be disrespectful, but we don't care. We have Champions League.
Dude, if that game is before an important semi-final in the Champions League or the final, I don't care.
You might see Kennedy and Malang Sarr playing, so you might win. I'll be real.
You're all
in third place. Guys, if you want to banter me about Premier League fixtures, cool. I'm telling you, I don't even really want to watch them. I don't care. I'll watch Watford's games. But you think I'm going to care about Chelsea, Newcastle in a few weeks? Come on, guys. We have Champions League. We have a cup final. We're in another cup competition. We're world champs. Premier League is just kind of past time. It is what it is.
Yeah. Dude, we're 20 more points, mathematically done in top 4 no matter what. Then I don't care. So essentially, 7 more games. If we win 7 in a row, which we won't, but you know what I mean. 7 more, between 7 and 10 more games, I don't have to care about the league.
I don't have to care about the league. I'm already there.
Mazel.
I don't have to care.
We move, people. But large up to everyone that's locked in. Back in 10 minutes. And this has been Agenda FC on Sarcasm City. Big up for tuning in.